Here's George Harris. Stevenson brought down, a free kick for Newcastle. It's with Wharton. They all want to come up in the attack now. And here's Kenny Wharton looking to play the ball in. And another shot. Back well, space here for Andy Thomas, in off the far post, to the back of the net, 4-0.
I think you've seen the value there. I mean, Andy Thomas has now scored two, hasn't he, Brian? And he's also had two very other close attempts, which is a great afternoon for an attacking midfield player.
Say to yourself, Ron, how on earth is it that they are bottom of the table? They've won only one of their last 6. They've scored only 16 all season in 18 games, and now this.
Well, of course, they haven't lost the game, have they, since Paul Goddard came, so that's given them a lift. I think, to be fair, West Ham, the only way West Ham can get back into it now is if Beardsley went back in goal again.
Now they've got a free kick, West Ham. Mark Ward blasting it over. Okay.
Well, full credits. You can't take anything away from Newcastle today. They've been superb. But I've got to say this, how disappointed I've been in West Ham. Things we've mentioned earlier, like their lack of support play, and even their quality of play hasn't been anything like you expect from a West Ham side.
Jackson.
I mean, I would think that is the part that would be particularly galling to John Lyle, is the fact that probably his side have been actually out footballed.
They've been out everything this afternoon, Ron, haven't they? Out hustled, out footballed, out shot.
Well, that's right. We have a saying in the game, don't we, that you have to earn the right to play, and certainly that's something Newcastle have done today. They've worked tremendously hard, they've closed people down, and when they've had the chance to play, they've played with little or no anxiety in their play. So that's been the most impressive.
Looking to get round Rhoda. It'll be a West Ham throw. Well, there haven't been many more remarkable score lines this season than this one at the moment. 4-0 to Newcastle. Willie McFall will enjoy what's left of the weekend, leaning forward there. Good too for the physio Derek Wright, who's worked so hard this week on getting players fit and has succeeded. Peter Jackson. Darren Jackson, no relation. Free kick to West Ham.
I would imagine this is his best game of the season, isn't it? Where Peter Jackson, he's stepped up from the second division. He had one or two shaky moments, I understand, when he first came, but now he's really reveling in this.
Newcastle away to Charlton next weekend in another real 6-pointer. Well, they're certainly a side worth going out to watch at the moment. 22,000 in St James's Park this afternoon. Rhoda gets it back. Five minutes left. Versus Jackson. Jackson comfortably in control.
I think that's a tribute to both Jackson and Rhodey. You've almost forgotten Cotty's playing, haven't you? must be said though, Brian, it's very, very hard to play up front, as McAvenny and Cottier are finding out without support, and they certainly can complain about that today. They've had little or nothing.
Here's Ward making the break for West Ham. Stewart. Jackson. I think Hilton will get there first. That little statistic going around the Newcastle area the last 2 or 3 days. The last live goal for Newcastle on TV was scored, believe it or not, by George Hanna back in the 1955 FA Cup final at Wembley. Well, they've had 4 beauties here against West Ham today. Well, here's George Paris. And again, little McCreary in so quickly. Ward trying to get Ince away. Jackson's across there once more. Brought down right on the edge of the box. And another Newcastle player down. Beside the referee. It's David McCreary. By the look of it. Well, it's not often that the Newcastle crowd have been able to chant 4-0, 4-0. It's Devonshire, Hilton, Harris, Vince, Devonshire. There's Ward. Trying to get Cotty away, but again, Jackson was there. Ward shot over the top. My watch, we're a little over 2 minutes from the end. An afternoon of triumph for Newcastle and one of great disappointment, almost embarrassment for West Ham. Here's Cotty. Well, the keeper again does well. He's had 4 clean sheets all season, Newcastle, but they look like getting another today. McAvenny. Ward just chipping out of trouble. Cotty. Stewart. For the goal kick.
I think in the last 10 minutes or so, Ward has pushed right up as an orthodox winger, and he's probably had more contributions at making things happen around the Newcastle box than he's had, or than anybody's had in the course of the whole game. Makes you wonder what would have happened if he'd moved up a little bit earlier, Brian.
A quick sum up, Ron, before we come to the last moments of the game. You would surely see Newcastle now, on the basis of this, using this as a platform and getting away from trouble.
Yes, particularly if Goddard's not out for a long time. They can grow from that. They've put a run together for 3 or 4 games now without defeat. And the manner in which they're doing it, sometimes you have to stick to your beliefs. And I hope Newcastle continue to play in this sort of style. It's good for them.
Law losing it out to Andy Thomas. He's looking for a hat-trick, but he won't get it there. Law for West Ham. We're inside the last minute. Ward for West Ham. For Paris. In for Cotty. Devonshire. To Mark Ward. And a deflection, but again, Martin Thomas alive to it. Shouts of celebration all around St James's Park. Just looking for the referee now to blow that final whistle. Andy Thomas. Maybe they're wanting to delay it just a moment to see what happens here. Anthony Wharton played such a big part in that last goal. Hilton gets it away. McAvenny with a neat turn. Potty doing some running again, but it'll again come through to the keeper. Rhoda. Thomas. And here come Newcastle again with Paul Stevenson. Beardsley. Beardsley again. They'd love to see him winkle his way through that defence and do something spectacular, but it's too late. A great afternoon for Newcastle. They're off the bottom of the First Division table. 4-0 victors to the delight of this 22,000 crowd. 2 goals by Thomas, 1 by McDonald, and 1 by Darren Jackson. 4-0 the final score. We're going to get another verdict in a moment from Ian St John and from Mike Shannon. 4-0 to Newcastle.
Well, welcome back to St James's Park, and we've had a cracking afternoon's football here. And let's go down and speak to the man of the moment, Peter Beardsley, with Martin Tyler.
Peter, I think to win would have been enough for Newcastle, but that was a bit special.
Yeah, that's right. It was funny. Somebody mentioned in the dressing room, if we win by 3, we can go to a few places. But Paul Goddard said if we win by 1, it'll be enough. And to win 4-0 on a day like this is tremendous.
Now, you did ask the club to bring in some new players. You were feeling a bit dissatisfied. I think it's an opportunity to pay tribute to them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Andy Thomas has scored 2 goals, scored 2 last week. He's proven he's worth 100,000, which of anybody's money, really. Peter Jackson's coming at centre-half, and to be fair, never give Tony Cotty or Frank McAvenny a sniff today. And obviously Paul Goddard, who unfortunately went off injured. But for me, he's been like a breath of fresh air. And obviously it is tremendous credit to them.
You were in front of Bobby Robson.
Yeah, well, it's nice to play well, and obviously especially when the England manager's here. But I think on the day everybody played very well.
Peter, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
I think everybody did play very well, Michael. We were saying that. And I think if we look at the bottom of the table, we can see just what today's result means for Newcastle. They've gone from bottom up there into 5th. And that has got to worry a few teams, Mike. I'm sure down in that region, the Leicesters and the Charltons and Chelsea.
That's right. But like he's just said, the way they've played, they've gone out there and they've played some great football. And it just goes to show it's not just Everton and Liverpool, Ian, never mind, that play the football in this country. We've come here and they've put on a great show for us today. They've played one-touch football. They've been positive. They got people to the byline. And I still think Beardsley's better when he's up the front. He causes all sorts of problems. And honestly, it's great for the game.
Well, we were saying actually throughout the game, not criticising Peter Beardsley in any way, but saying how well he played when he gets forward.
Anywhere around that box, as soon as he gets it, you know something's going to happen. And the goal that he made for the lad making his debut today was great. He's gone by 2 people in a very short period. Yeah. Magic.
We can look at the Andy Thomas goal, the second Andy Thomas goal, who, again, I've seen him 2 consecutive games, and he scored 2 goals in...
That's right.
And each game so must be a lucky basket for him.
Yeah, but, you know, this is a lad who's been playing in midfield. Oh, this is Beardsley's goal, isn't it? This is where Beardsley makes for Darren Jackson. I mean, he's done great to get to the line. He's come to the lad, just a reflex action, and it's in the net. I mean, that was a good goal. And Andy Thomas has also done great.
It's nice to see that our young player from Scotland scoring a goal there.
That's right.
Well, from a delighted St James's Park, from Mike and me, goodbye for today.